Alright, here we are simulating a dolly shot inside of Premiere Pro. Here I'm going to show you the basic shot, just a simple tripod. Usually a tighter focal length works best on the shot, 50 millimeter, 70 millimeter. Wide angle is okay. I want to go any more than 20 millimeters. It's just, when you go left to right, you get a little bit of that barrel distortion, so it doesn't look like a real true natural dolly shot. So you could, the beauty of this is you go up, down, left, right, and it doesn't really, you don't need a dolly to create it. You lose a little bit of quality. It's a very small percentage. It depends on how much you want to how much movement you want in your shot. This is great for time-lapse stuff because you're capturing that at maybe twice the the quality of 1920 by 1080. So you have a lot of room to play with. You go left to right, a big distance and not lose any quality because you have those huge frames to work with. However, working with standard 1920 by 1080 footage, you probably don't want to go any more than 15%, maybe 20%. People are really not going to notice. So anyway, I'm going to show you the basic shot, and then I'm going to show you the finished shot, and then show you what I did to get it. Here's the dolly shot. Okay, so real basic. We have that, and then we have this. You could see it zoomed in, and it's moving left to right, just like a dolly. We could do up, down, right to left, whichever. This is great when you have, say, a tripod shot. You want to add a little something to your footage, and you didn't want to spend $300 on a dolly. And also, I mean, if you can record even higher, it gives you a lot of leeway as far as post-production and the motion you want and to get it exact. And it's basically the same as a dolly shot. And the key with this is the footage that you capture. You usually want to have something very abrupt in the scene, sort of like here you have a little pole, so you get a real sense that you are moving left to right. If you just did it with a wide open scene, it could almost look like a pan. So yeah, try defocusing foreground, like if that pole were out of focus, that's great as well. For right now, let's just show you how we got that. Okay, so we're going to click on the clip. We're going to go to twirl down the motion tab. I'm going to go to scale. We'll just bring that up to about 115%. I'm going to bring this over. Okay, and we'll bring it up a bit. All right. So from there on, we're good. All right. Now the only thing we're keying is the position, left to right. So we're going to go to the beginning of a clip. Click on the stopwatch for position, toggle animation. We're going to go all the way over. Alright, we're going to go to the left one just so we can see the cut. And we're going to drag our position over. Also holding shift in Premiere will basically move it over exponentially as opposed to just dragging at a slow rate. Hold shift and you could really move it fast. Okay, so that's the end of the clip there. We'll go back to the beginning and you can see motion has been created. It needs to be rendered, of course. The other things we did, if we look over here, we can see obviously there's a big difference in the look. We basically just changed the contrast in the clip. Now, contrast is it's easy to get carried away with it. So just a little bit too much contrast, you start to blow out detail in your image, as you can see me doing purposely there. So contrast, you really don't want to go too much on this, and then of course bring your brightness down to offset that contrast. So that looks, it's pretty even looking. So we'll just keep that on there. Another thing we could do is we could change the saturation slightly. Let's go to a clip where we see some, there's a cab right there. So let's focus on that. Saturation, we'll go up to about, we'll go up 120. So that's good. We are going to render that out. Okay, so here's our final result. That's it. Simulating a dolly shot inside of Premiere.